Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling tag teaming for a big special event, the G1 Supercard, on Saturday, April 6th at a sold-out Madison Square Garden. History in the making as pro wrestling at Madison Square Garden. It's the first time in a long time, other than WWE, at Madison Square Garden, that pro wrestling has been at Madison Square Garden from another company. So this is going to be a really cool event. And former Women of Honor champion Kelly Klein goes up against Iwatani to see if she could regain her title. So thank you very much, Kelly. Tell us about this historic event that's happening on Saturday and your big opportunity.
Yes, this is really exciting that I get to be a part of something that I honestly never really thought of as being a possibility, just because of the history of Madison Square Garden. It's such a great place to get a chance to perform, but as you said, because it had been so long since any other company, let alone women, had gotten a chance to compete there in pro wrestling. It's something that I didn't ever really think to expect. So this is really incredible. And then on top of that, I am going to go become the first two-time Women of Honor World Champion, which is going to be another historic moment, and I get to do that in Madison Square Garden.
This battle that you've had with Iwatani, what has that been like? You won the belt, you've had battles with her, then actually you were down here in Miami, and she was able to defeat you for the title. What has that whole experience been like so far?
It's been a major learning experience in a few different ways. For one thing, anytime there is a defeat or a failure, and I think a lot of athletes in particular can really relate to this and understand this, it gives you an opportunity to step back and reassess, and then you get a chance to stand back up and kind of figure out the new path or what you need to do differently, and ultimately you're always going to come out stronger and better for it. My history with Mayu Iwatani has been really interesting, because the first two times I faced her, I defeated her, and when I faced her for the Women of Honor World Championship, she did come out on top. She defeated me and won the belt from me, and got a chance to have a rematch. And that, I think I pushed her, and it just didn't come out in my favor. And a lot of people who hadn't been familiar with our history didn't realize, they just thought it was over because I had gotten my rematch, and they thought that was it. But they didn't know that there had been a history between us, and because of that history, we had ended up 2-2, and now we're at a tie, and it's a point where it's time to find out who not only is going to be the champion, but who's the best between Kelly Klein and Mayu Iwatani.
Kelly, do you think this will be the final battle then between you two, or is there might be something else setting up down the road?
I think that this is going to wrap up this chapter for us, but you never know. If she comes back and challenges me, I've always been a fighting champion, so it's not to say that I wouldn't, give her opportunities. I'm willing to defend the Women of Honor World Championship just as I did when I first was the champion. But there are so many different variables and different factors. So who knows? Maybe I've said that I'll give opportunities, and I wouldn't. I've seen people force his hand before, and I don't know sort of what she has in her, because I found that through this experience, different things have awakened things in myself. So who knows? I wouldn't respect her as much as I do if I thought that she would, go down without a fight and give up and walk away. So who knows what's going to happen.
Kelly, how do you feel where you are at today as far as your abilities in the ring and against other competitors?
I'm very confident, and not in the sense that I am taking anything for granted, but because I've gone through a lot of different things. I've faced a lot of different challengers, and then I've been the challenger. I've been on different sides of this this sort of experience. It's given me a chance to decide. Like I said, you decide what you're going to do next, and what I decided was I was going to go work on my technique and vary my approach. So every time I step into the ring, I am a stronger and smarter and more experienced person than I was the last time.
G1 Supercard, this is a mega event. It's Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're going to be at the historic Madison Square Garden Saturday, April 6th. Kelly, what things have been going on for you as far as away from the ring? Because you are involved in so many different things, and you're very invested in your pro wrestling and what's going on with Ring of Honor. You're also a teacher. Your background, you've sung, you've danced, you have an athletic background. How much focus right now is on pro wrestling, and what other things are going on behind the scenes for you?
I always really want to give 100% focus to whatever I'm doing, and because of that, I have taken a step back from teaching at the moment so that I could be spending more time in the gym and the dojo to prepare for this specific event. So, I'm still getting to work with my students and, see what they're working on. I just did assessments and they did amazing. So all of that's going great, but it definitely is something where I had to, find a balance and a harmony, and at this moment, give sort of some priority to what's immediately in front of me, and allow some other people to step in and step up for me in the other areas.
Did you always want to be a teacher, and what do you enjoy about being a teacher?
I've always just gravitated toward helping and teaching and coaching in whatever ways I can. So probably my favorite thing is just seeing people learn and grow and develop, and seeing somebody just make progress. And it's something that I love to do in my own learning and my own competition. So being able to be a part of whether it's just, guiding someone or pointing them in the right direction, giving them resources, or even being very hands-on in that sort of coaching. And I just love to see people learn and grow and get better, and I love to see them go from when they're struggling and maybe not enjoying that part of something, to when they can just let go and embrace what they're doing and enjoy it, just because they've learned and they've failed forward.
Do you think that coaching in professional wrestling is something in your future?
I would absolutely be open to that. I would love to do something like that. I think that wrestling is something that I always want to be involved in, and knowing that it's not possible, but maybe be not the best idea to stay in the ring forever. That's the way that I could still be involved and contribute. And not only that, but I think it would be, for me, very, very fulfilling and satisfying to be able to be a part of it in that way.